Pandas, 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 pandas. I got bras and Atlanta, just dope lean and a Fanta. Pandas, welcome to the stream. Good morning, guys. We just finished a pre-market show. Always have a great time there. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it might be. Drop a GM in the chat with your location. I would love to know where you guys are from. Good morning, day trading. Sweet Onion, Tadashi, good morning. F Zen, good morning. Carl Herman, good morning. Northern Turtle, good morning. Steven Malone, good morning. Speedy Boy, good morning, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. I'm glad that you are here. Dante Matthews, good morning. Alan, good morning from London. Avatar, good morning. Salvatore. Good morning, guys. Diego, good morning. DT Trader, good morning. From DMV, GC Burke, good morning from Tejas. Tejas. Salvatore, Switzerland. Salvatore, you're from Switzerland? I've never been to Switzerland. Actually, I kind of regret that. Not regret that, but something I really wish one day I could go to. Switzerland, Sweden, same thing. I'm just joking. But I like to go to both, actually. Steven Milan. Trading on the beach in Panama, I mean, wow. And Diego coming from Panama as well. Tyler Mann from Minnesota. We got two people from Panama. What are the chances of that? Incredible. What is DMV? DMV is a acronym for DC, Maryland, Virginia. One in 642. There's 642 countries. I actually didn't know that. That's good to know. You know, just in case some random YouTuber shows up on the street and asks me a trivia question. How many countries are there in the world? I'll be ready. 642. To like a pullback, maybe. We'll see. It also means Department of Motor Vehicles. Yeah. B. Charles, good morning. Welcome, guys. Welcome. A, B, C. Maybe. Is a spike in channel. Let's look at the daily chart. The daily chart, nice. I mean, we're going to continue push down. Some follow through now. Will we bounce back into this chop here? Could be quite possible. I mean, we've done it many times before, like this, even like this. So, I mean, we could find chop here. There is news at 10 o'clock, so please be aware. It's the ISM manufacturing numbers, and it's predicted to have high impact. It's a high impact news, so it could be enough to move markets. As you can see, I had a trade here on the stream account here, and it happened with Big Mama. During stream, I left Big Mama on this chart, and Big Mama ended up triggering at the end of the day. So because pandas, I actually set that trade up during stream. I just left it there and it triggered, and it triggered with the scalp plus hitting the runner, which is defaulted at 5 points. So because of that, I decided to let it go, even though it wasn't triggered during stream. I had the trade up during stream, so I let it go. I actually let it trigger. So sorry if you think it doesn't count, but the trading price action during stream has been so terrible. I just needed that, and I felt like it was okay because I had to trade up during stream, the entirety of the stream, pretty much, not entirety, but for big portion of the stream, and so I decided just to keep it on because I had to trade during stream. Just like keep it on even though it triggered off stream. So sorry if you think I'm cheating at this point, but I just need some price action. I needed some price action to happen after off stream, so it triggered 10 contracts. So I was down 2,500 before. Now I'm up. I'm down like a little less than 1,000 now. So it was a nice trade. Right now I'm down 800 at $31. Doesn't count. Should I just erase it? Should I just go full contracts, max contracts next trade just to see if I can bust my account? Should I do a news trade? You guys want to see a news trade? I would never do a news trade with a PA account, but with evals, I'm kind of game. I wish today news though, with today's news, we would have the 50% off resets, but unfortunately we don't have them. We don't have 50% off resets right now, so that's done now. All we have is a 50% off BB and 50. Casey says he's tired of this. He wants to see real money traded on the stream. Well, just know this. Sometimes I copy my trades, so I'm like Apex. I pick and choose what trades I want to copy. Sometimes I pick trades that are less than ideal because of stream, so I like to have some content. But that's kind of sucky thing about two-leg pullbacks. And sometimes the opportunity is just not there, for really good ones. But sometimes you get a really good one on stream, and I have to copy it across all my accounts. Pull for news trade. Ooh, 50-50. I honestly don't know what direction the news is gonna go. To be honest, like. We have a two-legged here, two-legged pullback, coming off the 20 MA. Decent, a small signal bar. Signal bar, it doesn't look pretty though. Skipping this trade because we're kind of on a support right now, which is the previous day's low, aka Big Mama. Second entry short. Sus. It's sus right now. Signal bar is ugly. 20 MA is pointing downwards, so you got some bearish momentum, and this is the first touch of the 20 MA after this big move down, so you do have reason to go short here. Still in Trap City. Okay, you made an absolute scalp now. So that second entry short does work out for you. A, B, C. It's just a bad signal bar though. But the risk was so small that it might have been worth taking. I don't like setups near like supports like this. Like, when you're coming back above the support and you create a setup like this, it's a little scary, but we do have a spike channel, and this would be the first break of the channel. Maybe looking for a new low at this point. And market's about to open as well. You had a way better. Let's see. Am I off? Are my charts off here? Reloading historical before the market opens. According to the daily chart, I am uncertain what's going to happen, to be honest. You know, this could reverse and continue this chop. Could be very possible. Yeah, I reloaded my historical, looks the same. Not sure. Trap trade. Maybe looking for a new low here. It's really too close to the open. I'm gonna sit on my pause here, but this could be a decent trade to look for a new low. Again, I still don't like the fact that we're around this key area, which can act as a magnet. Oh, today, pandas, guess what? It's Wednesday. Ooh, Whiskey Wednesday. Whiskey, where we take whiskey trades. Trap does trigger and market opens. Again, looking for that new low. So it could be a decent trap. Maybe H4 setup here. Really sideways at the moment, but clearly underneath the 20 MA at this point. Pushing above the 20 MA now. Let's see how it closes. Okay. Could be another push down. Second entry short. Goodness gracious. But it looks like it's going sideways. Second entry short here. You see with the dark red number. It's a second entry short, got two pushes up. Still looking for that new low. News at 10 o'clock. Perfect scalp made. Trying to retrace, but sellers are coming in with limit orders. All limit order sellers coming in here. Limit order sellers still. Looks like it wants to push down. Ooh, okay. Never want to see your trade reverse with a perfect trap. It's a perfect scalp, sorry. Perfect scalp. Trapping traders here. The reason why I didn't want to enter that is because I saw choppiness here, and I felt like we can come back into this choppiness, which is what we're doing. This to me looks choppy at this point, and it's hard to go short here, even though you're still looking for a new low. Before the setup happened, we started to enter some chop here. Did not like that. So 1, 2, 3, triple top right now, and you just got stopped out. If you took the short trade, you guys most likely got stopped out because you had a perfect scalp. So you have a lot of people who are still trapped in this trade. Hopefully, if you're in this trade, you did get, you're able to get out. Hopefully, but don't know. And we could hang out here until 10 o'clock, for 30 minutes. Could be very possible. We do have Whiskey Wednesday today. 250 likes. I feel like 200 likes is just too easy. We've hit it too many times. I think we need to push ourselves, pandas. Aim higher. Shoot for the stars.
$10,000 tick trap. $10,000 tick trap.
Second entry short on a 10,000 tick chart. Interesting. I mean, we're definitely chopping around right now. We could be in a downtrend as well, where this could be a type of breaker trend to new high, possibly. So we could be in a downtrend now. But I'm just gonna take it. I'm thinking of the worst case scenario, which is trading range. Always on the lookout for trading ranges. Failed breakout of it, comes back in. Failed breakdown of it, comes back up. We do hit the bottom and top of it. It's a very small trading range, so it's very difficult to trade in this area. Bill 7 said, made $300. Done for the day. Let's go, baby. Congratulations. I mean, imagine making $300 within, 5 minutes of trading, and you have 10 accounts. That's $3,000. You just made $3,000 in 5 minutes. Incredible. And that's the power of Apex. I mean, Apex in itself is amazing, right? Just to even have one account, because it's risk-free trading. But man, when you start to get to like 4 accounts or more, that's when you start thinking about life-changing money. We hit the bottom and back to the top. Amazing. This is way too tight, this trading range. It's untradeable. Something that we should take note of is a 5-minute chart does have a gap here. It may want to fill this gap before making any big moves. L Jimmy says trade copyright on NQ is risky business. That is true. I actually never traded with the trade copyright on NQ, so I can imagine it being, because how volatile, how quickly it moves, I can imagine it being, somewhat difficult. Harjit asks, what if you lose 300? If you lose 300, then you are down $3,000 if you have 10 accounts. I mean, the math is simple, I guess. Hard to say you will not make money every single day. That's true. That's why we always talk about average. Average. If you can make an average. But it's true also. If you made $300 right now, you made $3,000. That's simple as that. If you have 10 accounts. I mean, that's a fact. Oh yeah. GC Burke has a point. Don't use a copier. If you use a copier, make sure it's not open on multiple workspaces because they will all be active. They will all be active. By the way, second entry short does trigger on the 10,000 tick chart. It's just so sideways, very difficult to trade. And we do have news at 10, so it makes sense for this to happen as well.
10,000 tick trap.
10,000 tick chart does make the second entry short, as you can see here. Actually, it makes it here, but let me reload this. Second entry short. A, B, C. It's now close to the 20 MA. It's basically a bear flag. Big push down, sideways, and looking for a measured move down. Trap triggers on the 10,000 tick chart. But right now, the 2,000 tick chart, it's hard to take because of how choppy we were. And notice we recognize a chop way over here. Trading range indicator saying the chop starts over here. And it keeps expanding, and we may come back to the top of the trading range on the trading range indicator. But right now, within the trading range, there's another trading range. So pushing quite hard upwards and maybe trying to fill that gap on the 5-minute chart. It's a small gap here. It's not that far away, so we may try to fill it. Coming to the top of the trading range on the trading range indicator. Looking for another push up. News at 10 o'clock. So the market could just be hanging out here until news hits. Which way do I think the news will go is the question. There is news at 10. Put your bets in. Put your bets in. Which way do you think the news will go? When the news drops at 10, do you feel like it will pop up, pop down, or drop down? Pop up, drop down, or do nothing? So second entry short here, lower high. Put your bets in. Put your bets in. PMI's in 2 minutes. I thought it was at 10 o'clock. I'm pretty sure it's at 10. At least that's what's marked on my calendar. There may be other PMIs, but the big mama, the big one, big mama, the big one is at 10 o'clock. Am I wrong here? I'm pretty sure it's at 10. I mean, it says 10 o'clock for me. There's a final manufacturing PMI. Okay, I guess there's a bunch, but the one that matters, I think, the most is the one at 10. Two-legged pullback. Second entry long.
Trap.
Looking for a push up here. Fail second entry long, perhaps. Looking for a trap trade. Bubble asks, how many payouts have you received from Avix? I received many. If you want to know exactly how much, you could become a panda. Pandas know exactly how many payouts I've gotten, how big my accounts are, how many accounts I have. Pandas have all that information. That's what the pre-market show is there for. I'm taking no trades while we're in this chop.
Five-minute trap.
Trap on the 5-minute chart. Venkata, thanks for your support. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badge as it forms over time. Enjoy your panda emoticons and enjoy access to the pre-market show. We're trying to get back to the top of the trading range on the trading range indicator. Not only that, trying to fill that gap on the 5-minute chart, as you can see here. And news in about 14 minutes here. Which I think, will it be a count maker? I don't know, actually. I don't know. ISM numbers are, typically does bring in volatility, but will it be one of those like candles that are like 30 points large? Not really. Those candles are usually created with FOMC days. But today's not an FOMC day, but we do have news. Pushing higher here. Okay, coming back to the top of the trading range indicator, and filling that gap on the 5-minute chart. So trading range indicator wins again. Five-minute chart, you see there's a gap here, still needs to be filled. And it's about 1 point away from being filled. Which means that pretty much when the news drops, we may just be where we ended yesterday. And kind of making it really hard to tell which direction we're going to go when the news drops. Filling that gap now on the 5-minute chart. It feels like it may happen here. Dante Matthews, been away for a while. Have you redrawn your daily chart? Let me just see this gap fill and I jump to the daily chart. Gap fill. And still about 2 ticks away from that gap fill. Alright, gap filled finally on the 5-minute chart. As you can see. Now I feel like the market can really move. Daily chart. Haven't really redrawn it that much. Daily chart. This is last year, January. And I mean, not even January. Is it January? Yeah, January. That's when the downtrend started. Beginning of last year. And been in this downtrend ever since. We finally have a break of this downtrend. It does make sense for us to make a new low here. But on the really big time frames, you know, that you're thinking more weekly range. So this could be one leg on the weekly chart, maybe making one more leg up. A lot of things can happen here. In my opinion, this looks like an overshoot to an undershoot, and it may reverse here. That could happen. I drew these blue boxes where it seems like institutions have come in to buy very strongly here, and that's maybe what's happening. Where we come back to this level where institutions come in and we may bounce off of it. We're currently grinding at the bottom of this channel, and depending on what happens, I may redraw it. Just something like this, and it could be like a spike in channel of some sort. This could happen as well. So it's a little difficult to tell what's going to happen here, but it does feel like currently we are in a downtrend. It does feel like we're in a downtrend because we had this reversal, right? Fails like entry long on the daily chart, reversal, and overshoot leading to the undershoot or reversal, which will end up becoming a reversal actually. And now we're pushing down strongly. So the immediate price action is very choppy on the daily chart, making it kind of difficult to know exactly what direction we're going to go. But it usually continues with the original trend, which has been a downtrend. News in about 8 minutes. So it might not be what you wanted to hear, but overall it's confusion. Up or down with the news? Which way will it go? Really hard to say here. I don't know. All I really care about is if there's volatility so we can get some good setups here. And I may lose, if there's good volatility, I may lose a couple of trades just trying to catch some momentum. But second entry long forming here. But notice it's bouncing off the 240 SMA, which is, you know, as these moving averages converge, oftentimes we get a lot of chop here. So we may chop around for a little bit, which makes sense because we have news coming up in about 7 minutes. So we may chop around here until news drops. Second entry long pandas. A, B, C. Decent looking signal bar. At least for now. Ooh, good looking signal bar. Do I like this? I just don't want to take any setups until news drops. Making it feel like it's just going to be a little sus, any setup right now. But otherwise, I mean, it's not a bad setup. It's a nice looking second entry long, coming right off the 20 MA after a decent push up.
$10,000 tick trap.
It might scalp out. I just don't like trading so close to news here. And if you like to trade, you can come in with a retracement right there. Trap does trigger. That's nasty. If this fails, that's nasty. Maybe a lot of trap traders here. High or low, potentially here. High or low does trigger. Coming off our trend line as well. Oof. High or low looks good. And also the second entry long does work as well because this doesn't stop you out. It does reverse. You never want that to happen. But the higher low setup was the better setup in my opinion. Still haven't scalped out yet. I just don't like as these MAs converge. I don't like to enter trades in these areas. But we do got the higher low and respecting the trend line here. So an okay trade. You still haven't scalped out, but the setup is decent. I'm just not eager to choose a direction at this point. I kind of want news to hit so we get some real volatility here. Sorry if I'm being a little conservative. The higher low currently is not looking too hot. Ends up becoming a second entry short above the 20 MA. A, B, C, second entry short now. Still hasn't triggered. And your higher low is still okay. Right, your stop loss is down here. And the higher low looks good again. So people reloaded here with limit orders. I really don't know if I would have entered long after seeing a candle that looks like this. Currently, perfect scalp was made. As you see that this is a gold box now. The gold box around the number means it's a perfect scalp. So whatever scalp setting that you have, you can set it wherever you like. Right now mine's set to 2 points on the indicator. And as it makes it perfectly 2 points, it will tell you that a perfect Scalp was made. So it may trap you still. So there's a potential trap trade here. Showing you that traders with limit orders were all up here waiting to bring the market back down. So you could still be trapped here. At this point, I'm glad I'm not in this trade because it's just too much headache. Too many mini heart attacks, you know. There's only so many heart attacks you can really take in one day. And right now I'll be sweating a lot. Your stop loss is down here, about 2 ticks away. And I'll be sweating. I'll be surely sweating right now. And you just got stopped out. If you took this higher low, you got stopped out. Like I mentioned, I don't like taking trades as these MAs converge because it starts to get choppy typically. We do have news in about 2.5 minutes. Put your bets in. Put your bets in. Which way do you think it's gonna go? Up or down? Up or down? A lot of you guys think it's gonna go down. I think it's gonna go up. I think it's gonna go up. But who knows? Who knows? How would they know? No one's gonna know. Will it go up? We're bouncing out to 240. It's just really hard to tell. I'm seeing a second entry long on a 10,000 tick chart, but on the 5-minute chart, looks bearish. Dante says, I got 10 contracts betting it's going up. Ooh, someone's feeling lucky. 10,000 tick chart, you're kind of above the 20 MA. Right now, this looks like a little bearish, but maybe everything looks bearish to me because I'm a bear. 15 seconds. You know, I'm not gonna take a trade here because I just don't have enough information. What's gonna happen? It looks kind of bearish right now. 4 seconds. All right.
10,000 tick trap.
All right. Okay, it's wiggling. It's going around everywhere. Okay. No clear direction. Okay, maybe down. It was like going up and down. Goodness, what is this? Nasty. Nasty. Like I mentioned, I didn't think it was going to be one of those account-making trades, account-making setups. Ooh. Got a trap trade here. I'll take the trap trade. Ooh, okay. Oh! Took the trap trade with a retracement. Okay, might stop me out here. Stop me out with some slippage. I took the trap trade, saying, okay, maybe with another push down here. Ends up becoming double bottom. Might be a strong push up from here. I did lose that trade, 375, down 375. It's all good. I thought it was worth it because we had a decent push down, but then started getting very choppy. Now we're pushing strongly up here. What's going on? Very confusing. Maybe I'll take the trap trade to the upside here if we do get it. We may get another trap trade thinking this failure here will be outside bar reversal. Because this failed, I'm thinking we might have a strong push up going the opposite way. Risk is not large as well. I'm going to get hit again here. Goodness, the market is too confused. The market is just so confused. It doesn't know which way to go. We got 2 failed traps. And now we're going back down to choppiness. Ooh, 2 failed traps right there. Incredible. The market is very confused. I thought the market would make a decision at this point. But now the market's showing that we're just super confused. So I just lost on 2 traps here. The risk is not too large. I just thought that we could have a really big move here, but I It's proving to be very difficult. Very choppy here. Just insanely choppy after the news. Got chopped up. I'm going to wait for the chop to resolve. I already took 2 attempts to decide on the direction. And this one failed. This one also failed. So I'm going to let it go. And then we're going to let this resolve. I thought we were going to have a direction. I thought we could get a big move. And that was worth it. But apparently not. I still think it was worth it. Try to attempt to make this trade down, or when that fails, try to take the trade long. But right now it's showing trading range, so I'm trying to go short bottom trading range, long at the top of trading range. Here you can actually maybe go short, maybe back to the bottom of trading range. So this trade actually might work out. This trap trade, third trap in a row, right? You see these 3 magenta boxes, absolutely insane price action right now. Creating a type of triangle at the moment, as you can see. Trap may trigger on the 10,000 tick chart, which may launch this to the downside. Trap does triggers on the 10,000 tick. I just got ping ponged back and forth right now. And that hurts, but you take your stop where you gotta take it. I took it with a retracement here, so my risk wasn't as large. 1, 2, 3, less than 4 points still, so I'm okay with that. I know I'm down 650, but it's all good. We'll make it up if we get a decent trade here. But right now, as we're in this chop zone, it's kind of hard to find a good trade now. Absolutely choppy, just like the price action has been for last 3-4 months. Maybe third time's a charm. Third trap. Goodness gracious. It like faked you out. You thought it was a big push down, follow through. Nope. Big push up, follow through. Nope. Reverses. 2 head fakes. Too many head fakes for me. Just gonna let this resolve. Find a good direction and start trading that direction. I'm looking for a second entry short if we can find it. We may drip here. We may drip hard. Unfortunately, yeah. I already got hit twice. Didn't want to enter the third time. I get hit third time. I'm gonna let this resolve. I'm looking for a second entry short at this point. It's rough. It's rough. Just a strong push down. I missed this move. That's what I wanted to see here, but it wanted to do one more test back up. Darn. I guess we decided which direction we're going to go. But no setups along this way. It's a first entry market. Currently bouncing off the overnight low. Second entry short. That's what I'm looking for at this moment. If we get it, it'd be nice. If this is a first, this may be a first entry market, so we may not get these second entries. It's first entry here. Trap trade. We're looking for a second entry short at this point. Are we going to get it though, pandas? Oof. 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 You can only take what the market gives you. Ooh, okay. Second entry short, pandas. Signal bar is not the best, but I'll take it here. This strong push down. Second entry short. One-to-one on the risk reward, and then we're gonna run the rest. You never want to see your trade reverse. Maybe another push down here. Lower high, second entry short. Almost want to look for a 2-to-1, but we'll just come out with a scalp. A 1-to-1 risk reward. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Easy losses. But now that we have clear direction, we got a runner, pandas. How low can you go? How low can you go? Ooh. I mean, we could have a nice runner here, pandas. We're quite overextended on the 5-minute chart, so I'm not sure how far down we can go. But we could get a decent runner here. Depends on how the market reacts. Give me one of those 1,000-point runners. I love it. It's not Super Saiyan until we get a pivot. Until we can play with a pivot. I'm not turning Super Saiyan on. But that's a nice push down, right? It does try to reverse, and actually another push down. Potential maybe channel that looks something like this right now. Give me a pivot to work with. Still no pivot. Still no pivot. Little teeny bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little teeny bars. It shows the strength of the bears waning. Give me a pivot to work with. I'll gladly use it. Let's go, baby. I don't have one pivot yet. I really hope it doesn't V bottom and take me out. Like, I feel safe still. As long as we don't have a pivot yet, I still feel safe. Okay, we finally have a pivot starting to form. Hopefully it's far enough where it won't stop us out. It won't come all the way back up and stop us out. Hopefully we get another push down here. And we'll continue to follow these pivots. Once I get one pivot, I'll turn Super Saiyan on. Hoping it's still a first entry market and it will be for a long time. Maybe get a pivot here. Nope, not yet. Give me a pivot. Give me a pivot. I'll move it. If you give me a pivot, I'll do it. Come on. Let's go, baby. Super Saiyan. Push! 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 Let's go, baby. I love when the first pivot is further than the scalp itself. It's nice because that means I'm protecting more money than the scalp that I've already made. We will continue to follow the pivot lows. We have no reason to think this is going to reverse. Other than these small teeny bars and other than like, you know, the fear I have every second. Oh, another push up. Don't take me out now. We just got to know each other. We just got to know each other. Don't take me out. Come on. Come on. Give me another pivot low. Another pivot. I know you wanna. Ooh. Another pivot. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Keep pushing, keep pushing. At this point, it feels like it's starting to go sideways, but we may get lucky here. Unfortunately, it looks like it's trying to stop us out here. Second entry short. No longer first entry market. Let's go, baby. Still a little red, but less red. I even, on my first scalp, got a little bit more than 2 points. Just a little bit more, 2.5 points. A 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Got some bamboo. Second entry short here. Amazing. I don't like the sideways movement here, though. And I don't like the fact that it triggers far away from 20 May. Darn. It takes me out by the 1 tick. Creates a second entry short. That's unfortunate. It starts to push down a little bit further. That is unfortunate. I wish I could have got a little more from that, but I've maybe trailed it a little too close with these pivots. Could have given maybe a little bit more room. But I was hoping for a first entry market. It ends up becoming a second entry. Right, terrible signal bar, not close to the 20 MA, and sideways. So hard to take this short. But it looks like it may scalp out, so it is what it is. Completely emotionless. It's all the fear that I feel every single tick. I mean, other than that, you know, I'm pretty much emotionless when it comes to trading. Darn, we're missing the big chunk of this move, which is unfortunate. I was thinking maybe I was keeping it too tight because now we're starting to go so sideways, but at the same time, I want to protect my bamboo. So, yeah, I protected as best as I could in that situation. It's hard to find the actual trend line here. All right, pushing back up. We are pretty far away from the 20 MA on the 5-minute chart, which may be another reason why I should have just scalped out. But at the end, I did make a little bit more bamboo than my original scalp, so I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. Probably one more trade, and then we can get back green today. A, B, C. Second entry short may fail here. Usually when it's a bad setup, you look for the opposite, but I mean, the push down is decent. Overall, I'm glad I, traded the way I traded it. It's fine. No other real way to really trade this. Some of you guys may look for a trap trade here. I personally think we may get a downtrend. So I'm not going to look for any longs right now. So this long may trigger, but I'm not looking for it. I mean, it's a beautiful looking trap trade, right? This is how you want your trap trades to look. You got a fail second entry short right at the 20 EMA reversing. The setup is beautiful, but the context is not it. You just got stopped out if you took that trap. Super small risk though. So I mean, you get stopped out, but barely. I mean, you get stopped out, but it's just you barely lose any money there. So I don't understand if you want to take it. The setup is very nice. To me, the context is not right. I feel like we're in a strong downtrend, and it would be a first break of trend, in my opinion. I just have a hard time trying to figure out this channel. Such a strong push down. Hey, the trap may work out now after it stops you out by one tick. And that's brutal price action. I mean, even though you're seeing this push up, the trade was a bad trade. Why? Because you got stopped out. So what can you do? Even though it's pushing up now, I mean, it might even make a point, but even though it's pushing up, it still was a bad trade because guess what? You got stopped out on the same bar. So hard trade to take. I'm fine with skipping it. Skip it. Right, that's brutal. That's brutal price action right there. Amazingly, today we have not yet touched the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. There's a 99.99% chance it will soon or later touch the 20 EMA on the 5-minute. If you look, we got close, but we never actually touched it. We may attempt, but I mean, the push down is so strong. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. Difficult to say. You know you're having a good stream when the first thing you hear when you jump on it is push. Sounds like you're at like a pregnancy center or something. All right. So this trap ends up working. It doesn't actually end up working out. It actually stops you out by one tick and pushes up further. But in my opinion, that was a bad trade still because you got stopped out. So it's not a good trade. What I do see here maybe is a pullback, right? Break a trend to new high here. 20 EMA is curling upwards. With a failed second entry long here, I would consider it to go short. Thinking this move up is done. If I think we're in a strong downtrend day today. Eventually we will push up, or nah, we don't have to push up. We can go sideways for a very long time. And the 5-minute 20 EMA will catch up to the price action. That could happen as well, so I'm not looking for any long trades. Richard Harris does make a good point here. You know, just because you lose a trade doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad setup. So, you know, there are false negatives as well, right? You got false positives and false negatives. This is why trading is so difficult, because there's so many false positives and false negatives, and you have to put a lot of work in to know to know the difference. And so you can have a false negative where it's a negative, right? So you lose a trade, but it's a false negative. So even though you lost it, it was still a decent setup. It's a fair point. I mean, I still think at the end this was a bad trade because I think we're in a downtrend, and it's hard to go this way. And let's just say there was enough in here for me to skip this trade because I wouldn't get stopped out. But you know, I was mentioning it as it happened. So you know, for me, I was able to sense that it was not a good trade, and and it wasn't. So for me, I feel like this was just a a true negative. Perhaps a second entry long. I'm looking still for fail second entry long here. A, B, C. Right. Second entry long. Hopefully reversal. We'll see. Hey, pandas, we got a setup here. What would you do in this situation? Would you look for the second entry long in this situation? Or would you look for a reversal? Or would you skip the trade altogether?
5-minute trap.
It's a good signal bar to go long, but the signal bar is matched with overlapping bars. I choreographed this a while back. Not a while back, but I am anticipating this setup here. Fail second entry long, top of a trading range, coming back down a little bit. This could explode to the upside as well. This trap will trigger above the 20 MA, which will make it more difficult to enter. Darn. That's a hard one, especially if it looks green. Yeah, this is a hard trap to take in my opinion. Very hard trap, especially if it ends on its high. Still trap city, but now it looks like it wants to float up. This is a second entry long. They can break it to a new high already. Double top. Looking for a reversal here. It's just hard to go short against a candle that looks like this. You are on top of a trading range. I'm gonna stay away from this, pandas. I don't like the fact that we're above the 20 MA. Even if this trap does trigger, darn. It's just above the 20 MA. I cannot take that trade. Small risk. Very small risk. Less than 2-point risk. So if you want to take this, I understand. But, I'm skipping it. Skip it! Yeah, it makes a beautiful scalp right there. It's just so hard to take that trade because you're above the 20 MA here, and that's hard. That's hard to take. The risk was so small. I thought it was it could be worth taking, but I'm just sitting on my paws. I want a better setup than that. Let's just say I didn't love it. I didn't love it. And any setup I take, I kind of want to love. So skip it. Even though that does work out, this is to me a false positive because I mean, you got 3 pushes up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Top of a trading range. 3 pushes up. Basically a trap trade. Reversal. It's just above the 20 man, which I really don't like. That's tough for me. That's tough for me to take. At any point. Darn. But, hey. Move on. Next trade. Next setup.
Five-minute trap.
Alright. Got a lower high setup here. Again, don't love it. A little too choppy for me. And unsure if we're going to make it to the bottom of this trading range. Because we have our own little chop up here. So we could chop around this top area before coming back to the bottom. It's a lower high setup. Pretty good followed, like pretty good entry bar. Signal bar, not too bad either. Right, this is the entry bar. Because when it enters the trade, this is your signal bar. This is the bar before the entry bar. We do get a scalp coming back to the bottom of the trading range. Decent setup right there, but just too choppy for me. I'm just unsure what's really going to happen. This might tempt me to take a fail second entry long here. It may tempt me. It's just too close to the bottom of the trading range, though. That's the problem. By the way, 39% of you said that you took the second entry long. Reverses on you. Ah, this trap trade. If it does give me like a good signal bar, that would be tempting to take. Because I'm currently bearish right now. My bias is bearish. But to be honest, the market cycle is trading range. Wow, that's tempting. That is so tempting, pandas, to take this short. Oh, whoa. So tempting. Hmm. Hmm. I'd be disappointed if I was in this trade. You never want to see it do that. Huh. It is so tempting. It is so tempting to take this trade. And I'm glad I didn't. I would be sweating right now. Ah, you got stopped out. Whew. Good thing I didn't take it. It was tempting. But like I mentioned, it's just too tricky right now. It's just too tricky. I was looking for a new low at this point. It's just too tricky, this market right now. What can I say? It just feels like trading range. And that does stop you out. So unfortunately, if you did enter this trade, got some prayers to you. I was tempted, but I skipped it. I skipped it. I fought temptation. I did it. Too many socks. How do you get socks and wicks mixed up? It's a weird thing to mix the two, but I guess it's possible. Some people may confuse the two. Come back up to the blue box. Creating itself a second entry short on the higher time frames, 10,000 tick chart. We are going sideways. It does feel like for the 20 EMA to catch up for us on the 5-minute chart. And once we touch the 20 EMA, notice that we actually don't touch it here either. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 plus bars beneath the 20 EMA. Typically the first touch of the 20 EMA, people have limit orders waiting here. Waiting on the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart with limit orders. Okay. Cool. Strong bull bar ending on its high on the 10,000 tick chart. Maybe some follow through here. Decent push up. Pushing up. Back to Big Mama. Is my charts off? Is my chart off compared to yours? Outside, inside, inside. OII pattern, breakout mode. Most likely follow through if it breaks to the upside. Keep going up, keep rising up, keep floating up here. Notice the 5-minute chart coming back to the 20 EMA, making a two-leggy back to it. A, B, C, perhaps. The OII pattern pushing up. I mean 50-50 on, we were going right up to the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Just one strong bull bar right now. 10,000 tick chart, strong bull bar ending on high with follow through, two strong bull bars ending on high. Now we have always in long trading on the 10,000 tick. This started floating up, never coming back down. So bye-bye. After this failed trap, no entries for us here, unfortunately. So what can you do? This floats all the way up with no entries. What can you do? Some of you guys saying my chart looks like yours, some say no. I've already reloaded my historical several times. I'm gonna reload it one more time here. Yeah, I don't know. I just reloaded. It looks exactly the same. So, unsure if our charts look different. Don't know why. Huh. Second entry long, perhaps. Notice on the 5-minute chart, we touched the 20 MA. Finally. People coming to limit orders right here. And we don't close above it, though. We touch it, come back. Okay. Decent push up here. Scalps out that trap. It's not a trap I like in any sense, but does scalp out. Continues to rise up. 10,000 tick chart seems to be always in long. That means people are buying the close. They are buying anything. They don't care. And they're going to keep buying until there starts to be signs of reversal or trading range. Then usually converts to trading range. They're able to come out break even or with a small loss. Quite a strong push up right now. Now the 5-minute is going beyond the 20 MA. Am I looking for a second entry short on the 5-minute chart? I don't know. What's my daily chart look like? Okay. Wouldn't be surprised if we end the doji today. All right, strong push down, but guess what? We're back to where we were before the news, essentially. And that's the thing about news. It's like, whatever the news was, it does not matter, because if the news really didn't make a difference in terms of direction, then we went down, and then why are we back up here? You know, if the news was like, you know, bad, and you can blame the market going down because the news was bad. Well, then why is it back up here? You know, at the end, it's about price action. At the end, the price action is king. I would say news does bring in volatility, though. But look how choppy we got. The moment after we broke down, went to straight chop. We just cannot find good price action these days.
$10,000 tick trap.
Trap on 10,000 tick chart potentially here. X77X says, we want bad news so the Fed doesn't continue to raise rates. I don't know what the Fed priority is. Is it priority to stop inflation? They say that's their main priority. And yeah, they say that's their main priority. So, and like price stability. You know, so even if there's bad news, or for instance, if the the debt ceiling for some reason they cannot raise it, then it's like what the government will have to do is start printing money to pay off the debt because they pay it off in USD. So the thing is, what would the Fed will be placed between a rock and a hard place. It's a lose-lose situation, and what are they going to do? Are they going to continue to raise interest rates to stop inflation, or start printing money to pay off the national debt? I'm just saying that for example. I'm not saying the national debt is really what they're concerned about, but the Fed, they have choice basically. It's like either they're going to lower interest rates or raise interest rates. We do got a second entry long here on this uptrend. It's far away from 20 MA. Trap trade maybe triggering on 10,000 tick chart. Spike and channel type looking
10,000 tick trap.
Weird price action here. It's not my cup of tea. That second long does fail. Am I looking for a reversal here, though, is a question. Am I looking for a reversal here? I don't know. I really don't know. 5-minute chart showing a second entry short, But now we're closing above the 20 MA. Don't know. Maybe we could have a reversal here on the 5-minute chart. It's just hard to say. Really hard to say. Mr. Ross making such a commitment. Hey, appreciate the kind words. I hope it's as beneficial as it is to you as it is for me. I mean, for me, like, I may be getting something different from you guys, but it is definitely beneficial for me. Just the community. I guess in a sense meeting you guys, and just be able to trade with the Panda fam. That is of great value to me. It makes trading just so much more enjoyable to have with a community. So, if you benefit from it, it is mutually beneficial for both of us. So, I love it. Got a triple top here, but clearly above the 20 MA. Trap triggering on the 10,000 tick chart. Jeez. Could be a strong push up. Could be an uptrend. I don't know, for a long time. The funny thing about the 10,000 tick chart is that it's the trading range indicator has been saying we've been in the trading range this entire time, even way down here. And says, nope, we're still in trading range, coming back to the top of the trading range on the 10,000 tick chart. Absolutely incredible. 5-minute chart as well, even though with this push down, the trading range indicator says, nope, we're still in trading range, coming back up, maybe touching the top. Who knows? Who knows? Nobody knows. No, how are they going to know? Nobody knows. I guess you gotta scalp that like button. We're a little red today, but it's all good. If you're gonna be red, be small, right? Your red should be small. I mean, very rarely do you lose 2 trades and then you make it back up in 2 trades, which is almost what I did. Especially when you're scalping, that's very unheard of. The 20 MA is a champion right now on the 2000 tick chart. I don't really know what I'm looking for here at this point. I don't think I'm looking for a second entry long. It's just going a little too sideways for me. It's starting to look like a trading range really starting to form here. And in these areas, it gets a little bit confusing because we are above the 20 MA. Don't get me wrong. We could also have a breaker trend to new high. Could be looking for a fail second entry long here. You know what? That'll be my trade. I'll take the fail second entry long. And maybe pay for it. Who knows? Who knows? Second entry long, fail second entry long. So second pullback happens. Would you guys take the second entry long here? It's a question. Oi. Oops, sorry. Sorry guys, this is my first time streaming. Second entry long, would you take it? A, B, C. hopefully above the 20 EMA, and a good signal bar and an uptrend. Would you take this? Currently it's a bad looking signal bar. Second entry long above the 20 EMA. No moving average gaps so far. Okay, second entry long does trigger with a terrible signal bar. Potential breaker trend to new high. Boy, oh boy. Pray for me. Thoughts and prayers. Oh my. Thoughts and prayers. Pandas. Okay. Almost prematurely got into that. In this trade, potential reversal setup here. Breaker trend new high. It doesn't look good already. Already regretting it. But second entry short may trigger on the 5-minute chart as well. This is another reason why I want to enter this trade. Because if this triggers, then we can have a nice push down on the 5-minute chart. Also, 10,000 tick trap is failing, or has failed. It's a double trap here. 10,000 tick chart. The candle is so small, incredible. It's not good. That's not what you want to see. Right? You want to see a strong initial reaction on these traps. Second entry short does trigger on the 5-minute chart. Risk is not too large, 3-point risk. So I'll take the risk here. I'm willing to take this trade. Even though I hate how this is reacting at this moment, I really do hate it, because you never want to go the opposite way of your trade. That's just how you practice complete emotionless trading, like I do every single day. Completely emotionless. This does not scare me. If it scares you, it's because you're a bad trader. This does not scare me. In fact, I relish in it. I love it. I love the fact that it's reversing on me right now. You know, that feeling is great. It's a great way to start your day. Come on. For me, the trade's already bad. It's already bad when it's failing like this. I almost want to just come out break even if I can at this point. You never want your trade to reverse. You never want it to reverse.
5-minute trap.
In fact, there might be a trap on the 5-minute chart.
10,000 tick trap.
They may really push this up high. I almost want to come out break even at this point because it reversed on me. But right now my order is slightly messed up. It's like frozen. It's orange right now. I can't get out. Okay. Okay, maybe I missed the opportunity to come out break even right there. I'm coming out break even because the trade already reversed. And if I just come out break even, I'll be happy. I'm really just come out break even if I can. I may have missed it right there. Okay, just came out break even. It did reverse on me already, so I'm just skipping this trade. I hate when my trade reverses. And if we can come out break even, I will do it. I'll do it. And it might work out, but I do not care. I mean, I already in my mind, it's like it's a trade that is already messed up. Already messed up. Let's come out break even. I lose a little bit on commissions, but I'm fine with that as long as I can get out. It may work out now, but the fact that it reversed here, no thank you. I'll move on to next trade. I do not like that. I do not like that at all. It does scalp out eventually, but not, you know, I'm just coming out. I'm just getting out. I didn't like the fact that it reversed, and you know, if the market wants to keep doing these little jabs at me, that's fine. You know, I'll just come out break even, and in the long run, hopefully that works out for me better in the long run. But with that being said, Pandas, that'll be my last trade for stream. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock for the mainstream, 9:15 for, or sorry, 9 o'clock for the pre-market show, 9:15 for the mainstream. And I really hope to see you guys there. Thanks for joining. You guys are amazing. And yeah, I appreciate all you guys. And scalp that like button if you have enjoyed the stream. And sub if you haven't already, if you're just, you know, joining maybe for the first time and you enjoy it. We'd love to have you guys join the Panda Fam. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. So with that being said, trade safe, everybody. And as always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.
10,000 tick trap.